Now, I love Elvis, okay? He fascinates me. He's like the first rock star with the power of television. They just intersected, and he went to he ascended to this level of fame that no one had ever been to before. Hence, he made...
Welcome to Pegasus versus the World, where we take on challenges, comedy, trending topics, and some travel. City boy, city boy. All right, you guys. I'm checking out Bill Burr, and this is titled Why Bill Burr and His Wife Argue About Elvis. So we're going to see what's good with this one. I haven't heard this one. This one kind of slipped through the cracks, so we're about to rock out and see what's good. Don't forget, as I do these videos, always support the original content creator. That is Bill Burr. Support his stand-up comedy events, buy tickets, check his stuff out online, independently of reactions. Reactions are never a substitute for the original content. And, you know, show love, get love. Anyways, we're going to get this one moving. If you want to support me, you can like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel, but do all that other stuff on the video. There will be a link or links in the description to my podcast and my music reaction channel if you want to support the other humble hustles. Anyways, let's get this cranking out, man. This is Why Bill Burr and His Wife Argue About Elvis. Yo, this is wild, actually. Before I go ham on this, I just did a reaction to Elvis in the black community, which was somewhat eye-opening to some of the things he dealt with on his rise to superstardom. However, I've been going back and forth seeing all these black artists who are accredited just showing Elvis massive amounts of love. However, I saw this Ray Charles interview where he was just like, I'm unimpressed by Elvis. He's not that good. And I was like, wow, that's a crazy take. And then I started going down a rabbit hole of a black influential artists who are superstars and mega talented, just being like, they didn't rock with Elvis. All that to say, he was a polarizing figure at some capacity. And I might do a little bit of a dive on one of my channels about all that because it's intriguing. Anyways, that came up because of this title. Why Bill Burr and his wife argue about Elvis. Let's see.
Now, I love Elvis, okay? He fascinates me. He's like the first rock star with the power of television. They just intersected, and he went to he ascended to this level of fame that no one had ever been to before. Hence, he made all the mistakes because there was no one there to help him out, right? He got a piece of shit manager that stole from him. Bam! He stopped making music, started making shitty movies. He's not a good actor, right? Does that. Married a minor, started doing drugs, got fat, got an entourage.
Yo, he just, I see what you did there. This fool just skipped. You see how fast he skipped through that? So he really does like Elvis, I think. Let's see.
Stole from him, bam! He stopped making music, started making shitty movies. He's not a good actor, right? Does that. Married a minor, started doing drugs, got fat, got an entourage, got even fatter, started wearing onesies, doing karate kicks, splitting his fucking pants. Nobody's saying shit. You look good, King. You like that? You like when my royal bulls hang out? We love it, King. Keep fucking going. Starts doing pills, gets addicted. He fucking dies alone on a toilet. All right? This man kicked open all of those fucking doors for the rest of us. All right? So I sit...
Hold on. This fool said kicked open all of these doors for us.
Down, and I'm watching this documentary as a white dude, which is what I am. I'm looking out my white head, watching this white shit. It's coming back into my white eyes, getting whiter by the fucking second. Right? Now my wife, on the other hand, she's black, right? Now I hate saying that because it makes it seem like I'm gonna start doing some stupid comparison jokes. You know those dumb white guy, black guy jokes? And it's always like the white guy's like, oh, Jesus, I gotta do my taxes. Can this chair hold me? The black guy's always like, you need to loosen up. You gotta relax, man. You just gotta let it happen. All right? It's always the same stupid fucking joke. I hate those jokes, you know, because they're easy. And it's been my experience that it's just not true. You know, 15 years of being with her, there's really no difference. You know, because at the end of the day, it's a woman. All right? It's gonna be the same fights. I don't give a fuck who you're with. I'm not gonna lie to you. There might be more head movement and hand gestures with different races of women. Possibly an index finger jabbing at your forehead, whatever the fuck that is. But at the end of the day, it's the same fights. What's going on with us? Do you need to work on this? Why don't we communicate better, right?
Bro, he is going insane. Bill Burr is like the GOAT, man. Like, I mean, when we're talking current day, you got Chappelle, you got Bill Burr. I like Andrew Scholes. Man, Bill Burr is a freaking beast of nature. He's just on one, bro. All right, let's see where this goes.
So she starts watching this shit as a black person, right? And she's seeing all the racism, obviously, that I'm seeing, but she was catching all this subtle shit that I was too white to see, but I knew I was missing it because I just kept hearing her huffing and puffing, just sitting next to me being like, and I'm just sitting there like, okay, somebody did something. I don't know what just happened, but I don't think that was good. So right when I didn't think it could get any worse, it could get any more uncomfortable between the two of us, this fucking white dude comes on who evidently discovered Elvis. And he's like 190 years old, and he comes out, starts talking. He's just like, well, basically, I was looking for a white boy that could take the down and dirty, nasty blues and combine it with the pristine, angelic sounds of bluegrass. Yeah, that's what he was doing. He was subtly putting black shit down here while he was propping up the white shit. You know, the down and dirty, daddy not sticking around, drug-infested neighborhood blues with the Jesus as white as me, hair the color of the sun, angelic bluegrass playing music, right?
Wow. I wonder what they were watching, because I just watched, I told y'all at the beginning of this, Elvis in the Black Community. It's really interesting. It is interesting. I didn't know it was pieced together like that. I knew that Elvis got a lot of his stuff, his swagger from black culture. I knew that, and I knew it was from blues, but I didn't know someone was behind the scene, like kind of orchestrating it. Like, no, I want this to happen. I want him to mix this and that. This is just comedy, so I don't know. I have to go do my diligence on that. But if this is true, that's pretty wild, actually.
So at this point, my wife has like fucking steam coming out of her ears. So I make a judgment call. I just fucking shut it off, right? And she looks at me. She's like, why did you shut that off? Why did you shut it off? I was like, because you're about 3 minutes away from yelling at me like I produced this music. All right? Let's just forget it. We'll watch something else. She's like, no, why can't we just watch the rest of this and then discuss it afterwards? It's like, I don't fucking do that. I just want to watch a documentary. I don't want to have a fucking lecture because of these fucking assholes. I didn't do anything. I'm just sitting there watching TV. And not to mention, we're just going to get into an argument. She's like,
that is the current state of America, bro. People watch the historical things that have happened in America, which were horrific. And there was a bunch of bullshit that happened. There was dark periods everywhere in the world. But let's talk about America, because I'm American. I'm from here. I'm not trying to sugarcoat it either and just wipe it under the rug like, oh, that was cool. Nah, that shit wasn't cool. But it happened. Fucking happened. And it was bullshit. A lot of bullshit, man. Dark history. However, the way this ties into present day is like people will watch some shit and then go outside and just be like, yo, like all white people are this, all Latin people are this, all, Jewish people are this, all Palestinians are this, all black folks are this, all Mexicans are this. That's what happens. It's wild. It's wild. And that's a big part of the problem with the culture right now. We're all divided. They're utilizing our history. They, the powers that be, basically, in my opinion, things and factions that want to create this one system that connects together throughout the whole globe, right? And for that to happen, America has to fall in place, or we will lead, because we are the lead with a lot of different things. People could talk all the shit they want, but, our military, a bunch of things give us these resources that, makes us very, very strong and powerful, and that needs to be depleted. So, America has to fall through the inside. Demoralization phase is what it's called, the demoralization of America, and this is why you see people less proud of America, and they have all this rhetoric, and it's just funny because it germinates from these type of concepts, like people watching something and then blaming everything on the current, person, which a lot of times had nothing to do with it. It's really interesting. They make a class war more of a race war. There's just a lot of sneaky, divisive things that go on to encourage, separation, and that separation will lead to eventually the fall of America unless we get shit together. And that's just the truth. All right, let's go.
Watch the rest of this and then discuss it afterwards. It's like, I don't fucking do that. I just want to watch a documentary. I don't want to have a fucking lecture because of these fucking assholes. I didn't do anything. I'm just sitting here watching TV. And not to mention, we're just gonna get into an argument. She's like, well, why would we get into an argument? I'm like, ugh. All right, you know why? Because not for nothing, there was some black people in there saying some shit that I didn't agree with, I'm not huffing and puffing. Yeah, I said that. Like a fucking idiot. And she just looks at me, she's like what black people? Like what black people that said what? And at that point, it's like you started the luge, right? You can't get off the fucking sled. Now you gotta have the argument. I'm like, fuck, here we go. Guess we're having this. And I'm like, all right. The black guy who brought up leg shaking, saying Elvis took leg shaking from us. It's like, really? Leg shaking? No, nobody thought to fucking do this? Black people came up with that? You telling me that? I'll even give you that. Let's say you came up with that, but where did that black dude learn how to do it? Didn't he watch some older black guy do it? But what, because he's the same color? He's not stealing, he's just carrying on the tradition. But if Elvis does it, oh, what the fuck? Now he's the biggest thief ever? That doesn't make any sense to me. She goes, no, you idiot, it's not about the leg shaking, okay? It's about, he appropriated a culture. He took all the music, he got all the money, got all the fame, he's called the king of it now, and he never gave a shit, not even a shout out. And I was like, all right.
Hold on.
Fair enough.
Hold on. No. Is that true though? I'm reacting to Elvis. I'm going through my Elvis phase right now. I never had an Elvis phase. I'm reacting to Elvis on my my music reaction channel. And he did a whole gospel special with all black people. And he has black backup singers. And I heard he always tipped his hat to the black culture because of its impact on him and his music. Did I miss something? Maybe his record executives, because you got to think, he stopped doing music. He said it at the beginning. He stopped doing music. Why? Because he maybe had some type of effed up record deal or manager and started doing movies, right? Well, if you have an effed up record deal and manager, they're in charge of the credits and they're greedy. They want to make all the money, so they might have kept some black folks out of the credits to get the royalties. And at that point, Elvis can be like, nah, man, it needs to be this way. But at the end of the day, if they're running the shit like, I don't know. I'm not trying to stick up for Elvis. I don't know. I'm just trying to be fair and balanced because the reactions I've been doing would say otherwise. This is really interesting. I don't know. Again, he literally did a whole special, his comeback special, I believe in 1968, and he did a whole tribute to Martin Luther King, If I Can Dream. So to say he was just like, if he wanted to just disassociate himself from black people and just boo-boo on black people, he could have. But from what I've seen, he had black backup singers, black production. He did a whole joint and song for MLK. He had black folks co-signing him that worked with him. So I don't know. I don't know if this is absolute facts. I don't know. If I see something personally and I can't verify it, like I'm not going to just let that narrative run. Maybe that's the truth. Maybe it's the truth. I'm not saying it isn't. I don't know. You guys got to tap it in the comments and let me know. That's crazy. That's crazy. And this is where I think things get mixed up in the country too, because there's all these little nuances where it's like, yo, I personally, from what I've seen so far, can't imagine Elvis being in the executive boardroom like, take this black man's name off of my music. I need that money. I can see the executives doing that, absolutely, because they're still doing that to this day. Record labels be jerk. I have so many friends in the industry who should be multimillionaires, but because of the deals they sign, then even when it's time to renegotiate, they have to fight hundreds of thousands of dollars just to get some pennies. You'd be surprised what I've seen behind the scene. So I'm not, but it's typically with the record execs, the label owners, etc. It's rarely with there's always a flagship artist. There's always a flagship artist that kind of gets the label through, and they always kind of make some good money. There's not really an issue, but then it's the other people on the label that take those L's. It's crazy. Anyways, this just brought up a very unique conversation because I don't know if this is absolutely true. I don't know that to be true. Y'all let me know in the comments. I'll keep deep diving. I'm not saying it's not. I'm saying I'm being speculative because originally I used to think like his wife. And I was just told, oh, Elvis stole black people's music and just ran with it. And this is why they put Eminem in that same, category as Elvis. I was like, oh, shit, okay. That makes sense. I've heard Led Zeppelin stole shit from the blues artists. Okay, so they stealing shit, And then people want to flip it and say rap is crap because they sample after, you know what I mean? It's funny, right, how it works. I'm like, okay, I see what's going on here. But as I do more deep dives, there's a little more nuance to it, or let's say depth, and it's a little more complicated than that, and it's not really all that's said, I could be wrong. Let's go.
And he never gave a shit, not even a shout out. And I was like, all right. Fair enough. You made about 7 or 8 good points there that I can't refute. He appropriated a culture. I get it. You're right. She goes, fine, thank you. And I go, however, not for nothing, do I get mad at you when you get on a skateboard, you start going down the fucking street? Do I get all offended like, hey man, that's some white shit. Stop appropriating my culture, man. Some dirty white kid in Santa Monica came up with that, man.
I was about to say, because let's keep it real, man. Basketball, I'm pretty sure that's a white thing, man. I think basketball. So, like, if you're like, yo, man, he can dribble, he crossed over. Like, you've seen that kid, the professor, he be doing the street ball to white boy. That's that white chocolate effect, man. I was actually thinking about what he just said. That's crazy. But I was thinking it from a basketball perspective.
So she starts laughing, and I should have stopped there, but I'm a comedian, right? I'm like, oh, I'm getting a laugh. There's got to be a bigger laugh, so keep going, Bill. Let's come with another example. So I'm like, yeah, do I get mad at you when you fly from LA to New York in under 6 hours? And she just, yeah. And she just stares at me. She's just like, that was fucked up.
Oh, stop, yo. He's a beast. He is a beast. That's crazy. Anyways, you guys, y'all seen the logo that popped up. That's why the video's transparent. Don't trip. I know what I'm doing. We flying up in the friendly skies. I got this. My reaction videos will not always be transparent like this. This was done specifically for a reason. Don't trip, you guys. Anyways, Bill Burr popped the F off, bro. Bill Burr. Why Bill Burr and his wife argue about Elvis? Oh, my God. This not only was funny, but it started a real conversation that is going on in the real world in real time right now in 2025. Because all the crazy that be popping off. You know what I mean? Damn, bro. Damn, bro. I enjoyed that. You guys let me know in the comments. Tap in with some answers too, man. This whole Elvis thing, appropriation, is it appropriation or appreciation? The interesting thing is when someone runs with something, they make it bigger. Right? So because Elvis got so big and Eminem got so big, the culture of hip hop, the culture of these things explode into other demographics that it wouldn't always explode in. Same with like the Tiger Woods effect. Like you got different people watching golf because, there's something unique happening there. Right? However, does that mean it goes back to the culture? That's what's very interesting. Because with like Eminem, what I feel like it did, it birthed a gang of like white rappers, right? And in white rap and black rap has gone in like, it's like black rap goes to drill, goes to all this stuff, and white rap goes in this direction, and then black rappers who do like underground lyrical rap are thrown in this genre because, you know, black culture went a different way. It's really interesting, and it just creates a really good conversation. Y'all let me know in the comments.
City boy, city boy.